Once again, I welcome all of you, dear students, to the lesson Lens. And today we are going to cover this very simple and interesting topic, human eye. So let us start the diagram by drawing a circle. Okay, a circle. This way, I'm drawing a circle, a rough circle. Don't use pro circle and all to draw the circle. No, we don't need a pro circle. So roughly we have drawn a circle. The remaining part of the circle is here. Okay. Now what you will do is, you will just erase the front part of the circle and give it a bulge. Give it a bulge. Let this part be bulging. So I'll just move the screen this way so that you can see it clearly. We need this part more. Okay, so give a bulge to this circle. Let it bulge. Okay. This way, show the bulge. The back side, that is the behind side of the eye, keep it perfectly circular, and the front side you give it a bulge. Yeah, so this much bulge is enough. Now what we will do is, onto the front of the circle again slightly we'll give a small bulge. Again we'll draw a bulge there. Onto the front side, draw a bulge this way. Yes, okay. So this part should be little more bulgy. Erase the part which was inside. Erase this part. And here, somewhere here, we will fix a small point, an arc. Okay, I'll explain it as an arc. Now this arc should be little darker because that is the iris. Okay, from where you get the iris and the pupil. Okay, so this part, keep it dark. This is the pupil, and just in front of the pupil, we will draw the iris. So iris also, just like cashew nut shape you will give this way. And let it go up. Okay, like human ear. So we'll draw first a circle, then we'll erase the front side of the circle and we'll give it a bulge. Again we'll give a bulge, a little more bigger bulge, and then we'll erase the middle part, and there we will draw an ear-like structure. Okay, ear-like structure. And this part we have to keep it dark because this is the pupil, and this part, that is the ear-like structure, is the iris. So that part you will shade it with your pencil. You will shade it this way. Okay, shade it. Just to give a slight shading. This way you have to shade. And the pupil should be visible. This part should be little darker. You have to do with pencil just to make yourself remember the steps. I am using another color. Now from where you drew the ear, from there only you have to give a restart. From there a restart like this, go up. Same way from here, go down. And like mountain top, few mountain like structure you draw and take it up. Same way here also, mountain like structure, take it down. Okay, this upper mountain like structure, down. Niche mountain like structure, up. Now this mountain like structure which you drew, that you darken it, highlight it, darken it. Be along with me, children. Don't just look at the figure, you will not be able to draw it neatly. Again shade this part, just lightly shade this part. So now you have a gap here. Okay, so this is that important gap which is related to the chapter, that is, this is the lens. So don't draw it circular, give it a lens shape. crystalline lens. Okay. So now this shading, what you did now, you can extend it till the lens. This way you can extend it. But while you are shading, see to it that your pupil is visible. This pupil should be visible. I hope you understood till here. So before we forget, we will write down the names. The outermost layer of the human eye which you drew, the outermost layer is called as cornea. Okay, these are the important terms. This part which you drew is the iris. Iris. Okay. Then we have the next important part which I was talking about, that is we have the pupil, P-U-P-I-L, pupil. Okay, and the next important part, so here I'll label, this is a crystalline lens. Okay, arrow, crystalline lens. The crystalline lens. Okay, so the most important parts of the human eye is already labeled. Okay, so we started with a circle, then we raised it, gave it a bulge, then human ear, we drew ear, कान की जैसे एक structure we drew, उसके ऊपर से दो mountain, एक ऊपर एक नीचे, inside the ear we highlighted an arc like thing, that is the pupil. Then we just denoted the crystalline lens. Okay, so this much should be there in your human eye diagram. Now let us go ahead with the remaining parts of this diagram. Okay, so I'll just move the camera this way. Okay. Now this part which we drew a circular shape from the upper part, just roughly draw an outward structure. These are the muscles. Okay, something like this. Okay, same way from the down, just from here you start. Fine. So two structures, up and down. So these are the muscles. The muscles. Then as you go inside, that is on the back side of the eye, the most important part we have this. If this part is not working properly, then we have the defects in human vision. Okay, so we will show that part, the behind portion of the circle. So this is the circle which I was talking about. Show one more layer to that. Okay, one more layer, little darker. This part you darken it with your pencil. One more layer. Go till the mountain. Where you drew mountain, no? Go till there. Okay. Same way here also. Darken it. You can show a small opening this way. It connects to the ciliary muscles. Okay. That mountain like thing which you had drew, no? So here I don't have space. So I'll just label here. So that mountain like thing which you drew, one down and one up, these two mountain, ciliary muscles. Label it. Ciliary muscles. And then the part which you highlighted just now, that is the retina. Okay, that is the retina. So here you label it as retina. Retina. Then the next important part of the human eye, just behind, show a small tail like thing. Okay, it is nothing but the optic nerve. Optic nerve. And show the nerves. The remaining part of the nerves connection is here. So show few nerves like this and show few branches. Okay, further branches, same way. Few more this way, show few more branches. That all, as much you want, you can show the branches. No hard and fast rule that this much or that much. So I want to show more branches. Optic nerves. Then That circle which you drew is another important part. The circle which you drew, no, from where the nerve started. So that part is called as the optic disc. Circle means the optic disc. Optic nerves and optic disc. Okay. Then these are the muscles which you drew up and down. Most important part, retina. That part should be shown little darker. And then the optic nerves. Then one more layer for the retina. There are 2-3 layers. Here you can see, 1-2 layers I have shown. Okay. So any one of the other layer you can call it as choroid. 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 Then the another coating, one light coating you can show inside. One light coating, not too light coating here. And let it get joined somewhere behind. So that light coating you can name it as sclerotic coat. Okay, sclerotic coat. Sclerotic coat. All these are the important parts of human eye. Okay, so from the front it should contain most important part, lens, retina, pupil, cornea, crystalline lens, cornea, pupil, iris, ciliary muscles. Okay. Then we have the mountain-like thing is ciliary muscles. Then as you go behind, the most important parts are muscles. You should not forget that. Optic disc, circle wala. Or udhar se nerves, optic nerves. Then we have the screen, that is retina. Retina is the screen on which image is formed. So retina should be labeled. Don't forget it. So here we have completed the diagram of human eye. Understand the function of each and every part of this human eye. To go with first, the covering of the human eye. We started with the cover. That cover is called as cornea, as we discussed before. And cornea is nothing but a coat that you put on your book cover, no? Same like that, a thin membrane which is transparent is called as cornea. So very thin transparent membrane on the human eye is called as cornea. Now please remember that, children, nobody will ask you to write short note on human eye. You have to learn the diagram of human eye very well and function of each part. Now what does this cornea do? The cornea allows the light to get inside the eyes. Okay. So light enters the eye through the cornea, and as more light enter, what will it do? The light gets refracted. So when the light enters the cornea, it will go to lens and the light will get refracted, because lens means another medium. So the light gets refracted. Understood? This cornea has a very dark fleshy screen behind it. Cornea के पीछे छुपा है this ear-like structure, काजू जैसा. Flesh part it is. It is a fleshy screen called as iris. Now iris is different for different people. We have seen many famous personalities who have got some wonderful colors for their iris. Aishwarya Rai, Hrithik Roshan and all. These are the people whom I adore. You can name few more. Those who have different iris, different colored iris. So, now behind the iris, there is one more small hole which I told you to highlight. It's called as the pupil. So, this pupil is a protector. What will it do? It controls the amount of light which is incident on the pupil. If more light is entered or incident on the pupil, then the pupil will contract. And if less light is incident on the pupil, it will widen. Okay. So the pupil controls the light which enters the eye. More light, pupil will, you can just use your mobile torch and in light you can incident on your own eye and you can check it. The pupil dilates and expands. Okay, you can go through that. Yeah. So there is widening as well as there is contraction of pupil depending upon the intensity or the amount of light which is incident in the human eye. Then, so from cornea we started, thin transparent membrane. Then fleshy screen which is dark. Behind cornea कौन आया? Iris. Iris के पीछे कौन आया? Pupil. Controls the amount of light. Then that widening and contraction and that you have to explain. Okay. After iris comes the next important part which is called as the crystalline lens. This part, crystalline lens. What is the speciality of this crystalline lens? DCTC. So you have to learn it that way. DCTC. DC means double convex transparent crystalline lens. This lens is double convex. Double convex means we have seen the ray diagram, no? This way. Double convex. Double convex means this way. Okay, we have seen the ray diagrams. So double convex crystalline transparent lens behind the pupil. Go in order. Cornea, iris, pupil, double convex crystalline transparent lens. The human eye lens can adjust so that the focal length can be increased or decreased to focus the image. This lens will give us the image of the object that we see on a screen. Okay, and the image created by double convex lens is always real and inverted. Real and inverted. Keep all these points in your mind. Okay, so I was talking about the screen. Lens लाइट रिफ्रैक्ट करके इमेज एक स्क्रीन पे लेके आता है. वो स्क्रीन कहाँ है? लेट अस गो अहेड. दैट स्क्रीन इज नथिंग बट द रेटिना. ओके, सो द स्क्रीन इज रेटिना which consists of light sensitive cells. Light sensitive cells. So the retina comes to know, light is incident on me, that is some image is focused, some image is formed on my screen. Okay, so when there is light falling on this retina, the cells get activated. The cell gets activated and it can generate signal, and those signals are interpreted by the human brain and we see the image of the object. Okay, so brain analyzes the signal and they convert these incident light into the objects and we see them as they are. We are able to perceive the objects as they are because of the signals conveyed through the brain through these nerves or the optic nerves. You can call them as optic nerves. So I hope you have understood the functioning of most of important parts of the human eye. Once again, a quick recap. So we started with cornea. Cornea is a thin transparent membrane present on the human eye, or the cover of a book. Like you use a cover of the book, same like that, it has a very thin transparent membrane. Now on this cornea, maximum light is incident. Maximum will undergo refraction. Okay. Now behind cornea we have which are the adjectives? Dark, fleshy. Dark fleshy, like dark fleshy screen which is present behind the cornea, we call it as iris. And one more line you have to write about iris, which I hope you all will remember. Iris of different people are different. Then behind the iris you have a small hole called as pupil. Pupil controls the amount of light which is incident in our human eye. If the light is too bright, the pupil will contract. Okay, if the light is very dim, it will widen. The pupil will be nice circular shape, otherwise it will contract. अभी iris के पीछे है the most important. I told you to remember it as DCTC, double convex transparent crystalline lens. So this lens here, the most of the refraction happens and the image is formed on a screen which is behind the the backward portion of the human eye. This is the screen. We call that screen as retina. Then lot of things you have to write about retina. Retina consists of many cells which gets excited or activated when light falls on them. So these cells gets activated and they produce signal. Those signals are interpreted or analyzed by the human brain. Those optic nerves will analyze the signal and it will pass the message to human brain, and human brain converts these signals or messages and we are able to see objects as they are. Okay, so this is a short note about human eye. Now suppose if the objects are at infinite distance. Let us suppose the objects are at infinite distance, then the lens becomes flat. Okay, lens becomes flat and the focal length increases. Focal length increases. When will it happen? When the object is at infinite distance, lens becomes flat. So when the lens becomes flat, the focal length increases. Okay, and while you see objects which are nearby, just the opposite happens. When you see the objects which are nearby, the lens becomes rounded, okay, bulging. Nice goal matol it becomes, and the focal length decreases, opposite of that. Okay, so these all adjustment is done by lens. That's why I told you in the beginning, no? Lens does small adjustments of the focal length and it gives the image is focused. You get a focused image. So because of the special characteristic of the lens, as it can adjust, we can see the objects clearly irrespective of the distance. Even if it is at an infinite distance, the lens will do its work. What will it do? Lens flat हो जाता है, focal length बढ़ा देता है. अगर बाजू में है object तो lens round हो जाता है, focal length decreases. Keep this point in your mind. We have another definition which is very important, which is called as power of accommodation. Please learn it by heart now only. Power of accommodation. Accommodation, not to accommodate. How much is your lens capacity? How much is the lens capacity to change the focal length, to adjust the focal length as per the need? हमारा लेंस का पार कितना है? Is our lens able to adjust the focal length? Then we have our eyes strong. Suppose our eyes is not able to adjust the focal length, then we are suffering from any eye defect. That is, it can be myopia or hypermetropia, or in the old age presbyopia. Okay, so let us go to the definition. What is the definition? The capacity of lens. The capacity of lens to change its focal length. Okay, change its focal length as per need is called as power of its accommodation. Capacity of lens to change its focal length as per need is called as the power of accommodation. So those who have good eyesight, their power of accommodation is excellent. So power of accommodation is the capacity of our lens to increase or decrease or to change the focal length as per the need. But beyond certain distance, we can't see an object. Or if you keep the object very close to your eyes, very close to your eyes, then too you are not able to read it. So let us see what is the minimum distance. What is the minimum distance where you get a distinct image? कितनी दूरी पर अच्छा एक image form होता है? And that distance is 25 centimeter. Okay, so minimum distance of an object for a normal eye from where the object is clearly visible without straining our human eye is called as the minimum distance of distinct vision, and that distance is 25 centimeter. Till 25 centimeter, if you keep an object, your eyes will be able to see it clearly without much strain on our eye. The farthest distance till which you can see object is the infinity. The minimum distance till which you can see the image is 25 centimeter. Okay, so these all are the things related to human eye. So today we learned the construction of a human eye with a neat label diagram. I hope you all drew the diagram along with me, and we saw the function of each part of the human eye. I went through the definition of power of accommodation. So this definition is very important, plus the explanation of human eye. We'll meet with the next part of the chapter soon. Till then, complete your books and learn the answer well. Thank you, students.